All right, Scott. Here we are. We're here for the match. We're playing
Yep.
Dustin Mason. Did I manage you yet in Full Metal? I'm not sure.
Yeah,
I
you
go with
managed me to
one match,
defeat
right?
my first time out, so thanks
Well,
for
we
that.
don't count that, so that's why I forgot
No,
about it.
but my first match was a tough one. I played well, I think, during the match. Just couldn't pull the very last question, second guess myself on it. So
Right.
yeah, I guess I
That
find
was
myself.
2-2, right?
Yeah, Train Spotting.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
it
do
was
remember
against
this.
Mark, who obviously is very good, and Dustin is very good too. I'll admit I was surprised when I saw I was going to be playing him after dropping to 0-1, but yeah, he's a great player. So this should be a competitive match. I can only beat the person who's in front of me, so that's what I'm going to attempt to do tonight. Yeah, should be fun. Good luck to Dustin.
Good luck, Dustin. Let's do it.
All right, back in Full Metal. Can't wait to play. Haven't played in a minute, and playing a new player. I'm not that familiar with him, but good luck. Absolutely. Good luck to Scott. And can't wait to play. Just here to have fun. Hopefully the questions won't kick me in the ass. Yeah.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Full Metal Trivia. We are back for another match in the singles division between Scott Harvey and Dustin Mason. Two guys who started off with a loss, but they're both looking to get in that win column tonight. With me on the desk is Jake Meltzer. How are you doing, Jake?
I'm doing good. Yeah, I'm actually kind of hyped for this match because even though these guys have may not have had quite the illustrious career here in Full Metal, they have made noise elsewhere in the community, and I think they've both shown that they are really formidable players. So I think this is going to be a really exciting match, and I'm ready to see this one play out.
Yeah, they're both really good players. A lot of times it comes down to, especially when you're first starting off, just when you get matched up against the wrong person in that first match, you start off with losing record. But hey, one win gets you to even record, another one gets you in the win column. So anything can happen. We're going to try and start that tonight. Let's go ahead and bring in our competitors. Coming to the ring first with a record of 0-1, it is Scott the Esquire Harvey. And his opponent, also with a record of 0-1, Dustin the Duster Mason.
Yeah.
All right, welcome, guys. You've played here before. You know the rules, but Jake, why don't you go ahead and give them to him anyway?
Sure. So your rules for round number one. Each competitor gets 8 questions from 8 different categories. For each question, you'll have 15 seconds to write an answer down on your whiteboard. After those 15 seconds are up, competitors will show and say what they wrote. If you get the answer correct, it will be worth 1 point. And if you answer all 8 questions correctly, you will receive a bonus question.
All right, any questions? No? You've all done this before.
Good
all
luck.
right, Jake, why don't you go ahead and take question number 1?
All right, sounds good. So question 1 in the category of romance/rom-coms. Who plays Leslie Wright in 2010's Just Right?
Yeah, this one, I wrote a question about this movie once for a sports category, and people got mad at me, so I'll keep my mouth shut on this.
Pens down. All right, I guess we're going to Dustin first.
Queen Latifah.
And Scott?
Yeah, Dustin's getting a basketball movies question. This match was rigged. Queen Latifah.
All right. Both perfect so far. I'm jinxing you early. Going into question 2. In the category of horror thrillers. The 2003 film Identity is primarily set at what type of establishment?
It is wild to me that this movie is directed by James Mangold. I'm just going
Right.
to
Yeah, and it sucks.
I just rewatched it like last week, and I saw that. And I'm like, I did not recall that it was directed by him. 5,
That's a bad movie. I like that director, though.
2, 1. Pens down. Scott.
It's a motel.
And Dustin.
Motel.
Both correct.
All right, your third question in the category of scores and soundtracks. What artist composed and performed original songs for 1971's Harold and Maude?
I'm not a fan of this movie. I know I'm in the minority. I'm sure nobody's shocked by that. It's not exactly a Brian kind of movie.
It's been a long time since I've seen it, but I definitely need to revisit it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Dustin first.
This wasn't on purpose. Willie Nelson is the first person who came on my mind.
And Scott?
Yeah.
Cat Stevens or Yusuf, whichever name you want.
Yusuf Islam would have been acceptable,
Nice.
but I will also take Cat Stevens.
All right, Scott getting the first lead of the game. It's 3-2 going into question 4. In the category of recent releases. In Nomadland, before she started living in her van, Fern worked at a factory located in which U.S. state?
So this movie just came out on DVD, like a couple days before this match is recording, which is why it is eligible to be
It's
asked.
eligible. Yeah.
And it just won Best Picture,
Yeah.
so also fitting.
5, 4.
I was a fan, but
1.
that's
Markers
just
down. Let's go to Scott
I've seen this movie 4 times. I'm afraid I missed it. Wyoming.
and Dustin.
Arkansas.
Scott, you saw it 4 times and you did miss it. The correct answer
Yep.
is Nevada.
my.
I need to see movies less. It's when I see them so many times that's when I start missing the questions.
You were being silly and actually enjoying the movie instead of watching for trivia questions. Come on.
Yeah.
Okay. Question 5 comes in the category of war. In Hacksaw Ridge, who plays Desmond's father, Tom Doss?
I would just like to thank you for not writing a war question of what war did this movie take place in.
Yeah, that was a conscious choice.
Thank you very much.
But I'm kind of tired of those questions too.
This is a good question.
And then not going to make up what is a good for pun either.
Yeah.
'cause
Yes, thank you. Well, let's see, you just did it now. Oh,
I know.
all right.
Sorry. All right, let's go to Scott
I don't know. Nick Nolte.
and Dustin.
Hugo Weaving.
That is correct.
Yeah.
It is Hugo Weaving. We are all tied up now at 3.
Ties it back up in question 6 in the category of sports. 1985's Vision Quest centers around what sport? This isn't quite as bad as what war does it take place in. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of sports. I haven't seen this movie. Is there a Vision Quest in the movie?
Not in the traditional Native American
Yeah, they do
sense.
ayahuasca and peyote.
There's that.
Okay.
4, 3. Dustin remembers better than me. I haven't seen it in a long time.
It's its own kind of quest.
All right, let's go to Dustin
Wrestling.
and Scott.
Wrestling.
That is correct.
All right, still tied. Going into the penultimate question, in the category of westerns. Who plays the villainous Frank in Once Upon a Time in the West? I absolutely love this movie. It might be my favorite western of all time.
I'm not sure I've ever seen this movie.
Oh, it's so good.
This is one of those. Everyone has like those major films that they just still have never seen. I've never gotten around to this one, and I don't know why. I like everybody in it, including this
Never got around
person.
to it.
All right, and we will go to Dustin
Was it Henry Fonda?
and Scott.
Yeah, I believe it's one of the only movies where he plays a villain, Henry Fonda.
Yeah.
Both correct.
Cool.
Yes, indeed, and he's great at it. Somehow.
So we're tied 5-5 going into the final question of the round. Question 8, of course, in the category of plot summary. Name the film. 2 high school nerds use a computer program to literally create the perfect woman, but she turns their lives upside down. And this time the doc did not say name the plot from the title of the film.
Yeah, you know what? You just let that go. Okay.
See if these might air out of order, and that'll make no sense to anyone. 5.
I'm still trying to figure this out.
3.
Leave me alone.
Come on. It's friendly teasing. Come on. All right, let's go to I don't know who's next. Scott
Weird Science.
and Dustin.
Awful movie, Weird Science.
Both correct. All right, that brings us to the end of round 1 with a score tied at 6-6. Is that what you have?
That is what I
I
have.
believe I missed a Nomadland question.
All right. And with that, we're going to go into round 2. Jake, why don't you just with those round 2 rules?
Sure thing. Round number 2 is the wheel round. So the leading competitor will decide to go first or second. The player going first will bet on either red or black, and the wheel will be spun and will land on a category or a color. If a color is spun, the competitor with the corresponding color will choose a category for themselves or their opponent. If a category is spun, the competitor can choose to take it or respin. And if they respin, they'll have to stick with the category they land on. And from each category, a competitor will see 4 questions worth 2 points each. Multiple choice is available, which reduces the point value to 1. Stealing is also available if the question is answered incorrectly. So the categories for tonight's match are action adventure, Kirsten Dunst, fantasy sci-fi, Oscars, classic, family, Tim Burton, fuck that's delicious, food and movies, 2007 films, Brad Pitt, Scott's Strength of directed by Richard Linklater, and Dustin's Strength of Jonah Hill, as well as Red and Black. So,
all right, as we are tied 6-6 going into round 2, and both competitors have similar records, we did a coin flip before the match. Dustin won that coin flip, so he will get to decide if he would like to go first or defer.
I'll defer.
Okay, Scott, you'll be going first. First, would you like red or black?
I'll go red.
Okay.
Good choice.
All right. Malcolm, can you bring up those wheels for us? All right. Here is your first spin.
Nice.
And it is your color of red. What category would you like?
So I know we
Yeah,
spoke about that a little bit.
What do you think?
I think what you had mentioned earlier might be a smart move. The thing
I
you
kind
were
of think so too.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Oscars.
Okay. Oscars. Jake, you want to go ahead and take those questions for Scott?
sure thing. Let me just get there quick. All right. Scott, your first question in Oscars. What film won the Academy Award for Best Picture for films released in 1939?
Gone with the Wind.
That is correct for 2 points. And your second question. To date, what is the last Studio Ghibli film to be nominated for Best Animated Feature?
Let me get multiple choice on that one.
Your multiple choice options are A, Spirited Away, B, The Wind Rises, C, The Tale of Princess Kaguya, or D, When Marnie Was There.
The Tale of the Princess Kaguya.
That is incorrect. So Dustin with a chance for the 1 point steal. Your options again are A, Spirited Away, B, The Wind Rises, C, The Tale of Princess Kaguya, or D, When Marnie Was There.
Probably going to regret this, but Wind Rises, final answer.
That is also incorrect. The correct answer was D, When Marnie Was There.
Yeah.
God damn.
All right, question 3. Who won an Academy Award for her supporting turn as Alicia Nash in A Beautiful Mind?
Jennifer Connelly.
That is correct for 2 more points.
Nice.
And then your final question in Oscars. Legendary composer Alan Menken won his last Academy Award for which film?
Multiple choice.
The multiple choice options are A, Beauty and the Beast, B, Aladdin, C, Pocahontas, or D, Hercules.
Beauty and the Beast.
That is incorrect. So Dustin with another chance for a 1 point steal. Your options are A, Beauty and the Beast, B, Aladdin, C, Pocahontas, or D, Hercules.
And you said win?
Win, yes.
I'll go Pocahontas.
That is correct for
Nice.
1 point steal. So with that, Scott going out of round 2, going into Dustin's turn. Scott is up 10-7.
That is what I have. All right, let's bring back that wheel for Dustin. Dustin, here is your first spin.
Right on.
Brad Pitt.
I'll go for it.
Okay, he's taking Brad Pitt. Okay. And I will give him those questions. All right, your first question. What is the name of Brad Pitt's character in Deadpool 2, I believe?
Yeah.
Sorry, the doc didn't mention it. It is Deadpool 2.
Oh, The Vanisher.
That is correct for 2 points.
Yeah.
Question 2. Who directed Allied?
Allied was Robert Zemeckis.
That is also correct for 2 points. Question 3. In Mr. and Mrs. Smith, John and Jane first meet when they are both carrying out assassinations in what country?
Multiple choice.
Is it A, Colombia, B, Italy, C, Taiwan, or D, Morocco?
I'll go Morocco.
That is incorrect. Scott, your chance for a 1-point steal. Is it A, Colombia, B, Italy, C, Taiwan, or D, Morocco?
Colombia.
That is correct for a 1-point steal. Gets that point back.
Nice.
And your fourth and final question in Brad Pitt. Brad Renfro plays the younger version of Brad Pitt's character in what film?
That'd be Sleepers.
That is correct for 2 points.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So that will be the end of round 2. At the end of round 2, I have
Dustin at 13 and Scott at 11.
That is what I have as well. 13-11. So Dustin has taken the lead as we're going to go into round 3, which is, of course, the deep cuts round. Go ahead and hit him with those rules, Jake.
Sure thing. This is the deep cut round. So a wheel will be spun to determine the movie for each question. There are 8 movies on the reel, and for each movie, there will be 1 question worth 2 points and 2 questions worth 4 points each. There's no multiple choice available and also no stealing. Players will have the option to respin 1 time in round 3. The movie has no questions remaining for a respective point value, and a player lands on it, they will get a technical respin. The player behind will start answering questions first, and once that player ties or moves ahead of their opponent, the other player will get their first question. On the first 4-point spin for a player, the first 4-point question will be asked. On the second 4-point spin for the same player, the second 4-point question will be asked. Each player will go back and forth answering their questions until a player is mathematically eliminated. And the movies for this match are Crazy Stupid Love, Hereditary, Phantasm, Barton Fink, Back to the Future Part 2, A Night in Casablanca, Popstar, Never Stop, Never Stopping, and the fantastic The Untouchables.
All right. Both players have all 3 of their repeats and their challenge left. Just a reminder for you. Dustin does have the lead, 13-11. So Scott, you'll be answering your 2-point question first. When you bring up that movie wheel.
I'm sorry. One more time about how many questions are going to be in this round?
There's 3 questions: a 2-point, and 2 4-point questions.
Yeah. Okay.
There's a long. It's a elaborate explanation, but that's all you need to know, and you keep 1 respin.
That's what I thought. Sorry.
Yeah. Okay. So here's your first spin for your 2-point question, Scott.
I think you're
Wonderful.
good with this. Yeah.
The apparently fantastic Untouchables.
Keep that.
Really good.
All right. Jake, why don't you go ahead and give Scott his 2-point question?
Okay, that's fair. All right, Scott, your 2-pointer in a very good movie, The Untouchables. Who plays Oscar Wallace?
Charles Martin Smith.
That is correct for 2 points and ties the game.
All right, ties the game, and since Dustin has more questions left, we're going to move over to Dustin for his 2-point question. All right, Dustin, here's your spin for your 2-point. Crazy Stupid Love. Would you like to keep that or use your respin?
And you said I only had 1 respin?
Correct. So if you respin now, you won't be able to spin on your 4.
I'll do this. I'll
Okay.
do this one. Yeah.
All right, let me find that. Oh, wait, no, he's not respinning.
I'm not respinning.
I know you're not respinning. Take it off.
Same thing.
It works out anyway.
Thank God.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
We're all like, no. Okay, your 2-point question for Crazy Stupid Love. Who plays David Lindhagen?
David Lindhagen. That's Kevin Bacon.
That is correct. So he regains the lead, 15-13. We'll just go back over to Scott.
So wouldn't that be the spin? Because that would have been what it was, right? Or
Do what?
I didn't ask for a
because
respin.
no, I
No,
know,
no,
but because it
we're
was
not.
an accidental respin, like wouldn't this have been what Scott would have gotten?
I mean,
Should we? I think we should just spin again. I'm
Okay,
not
sure,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
I'm just
Yeah, I thought
Yeah,
we were gonna
it
spin.
was a mistaken spin. We're just going to go ahead and start. This will be your first spin coming up right now.
Yeah. Go for
all right. Let's take that.
okay. I'll
Untouchable.
take it.
all right, really wants the Untouchables. Okay, Scott, your first 4-pointer in the Untouchables. When Ness breaks open one of the liquor crates during the first failed raid, what item does he find inside?
Umbrellas.
That is correct for 4 points.
Okay. Once again, gaining the lead is 17-15. We'll go back over to Dustin. All right. Dustin, here is your spin. Back to the Future 2.
I'll take it.
All right. Don't respin that. Back to the Future 2. Okay. All right. Your first 4-point question in Back to the Future 2. What is the name of the device Doc uses to knock Jennifer unconscious?
I don't know. I have no answer.
All right. The correct answer was the sleep-inducing alpha rhythm generator.
Yeah, no.
That's a tough one.
All right. So we're going to go with Jake again. I'm sorry,
No,
Dustin
it's
again. Jake, you're going to answer the question now. Okay. Here's your spin for your 4-point question.
That would be shenanigans.
A Night in Casablanca. Would you like to
All
keep
right.
that or use your respin?
Obviously, respin.
All right. Now respin that.
I don't even know what that movie is.
It's Marx Brothers.
It is.
Yeah. But earlier. Ugh.
It says Phantasm.
I don't know this one either. Okay, fine. I gotta take it.
All right. Let me find it here. All right. Your 4-point question in Phantasm. What is the name of the book seen on Mike's nightstand multiple times throughout the film?
Phantasm.
And your winner,
Yeah.
Scott, the Esquire Harvey. The correct answer was My Name is Legion. A good game. It came right down to that round 3. League kept going back and forth. Obviously, that deep cuts round, that's called deep cuts for a reason. Let's go ahead and go into our post-match interviews. Let's start with our unfortunate second place finisher, Dustin Mason. Dustin, did you have fun?
Yeah.
I think you had fun.
I definitely did because I enjoyed what I got right. It's just like I can only know what I know. So I didn't know, the 4-point questions, obviously. And those were 2 inside movies for me, inside baseball. But yeah, I mean this guy, he obviously did a better job at the last round, but I think we were pretty even that whole match, and I wish him luck in the future. Just I can't help what I don't know. I tried my best. So that's
yeah,
all
I mean, you guys
did.
were even. You were tied coming out of the first round. You actually managed to pull up the lead coming into out of the second round.
Mhm.
It's just that deep cut. Sometimes you get those questions that, like you said, you just don't know.
Mm.
But we're glad to have you back. I'm sure we'll see you again in the future.
Hell yeah.
Congratulations. And let's go over to our winner tonight, Scott, the Esquire Harvey, and his manager, unfortunately, Ethan Beller.
I don't know what that means, Brian, but
Neither do I. I just feel like saying it. I'm sorry. The fantastic manager, Ethan Beller. Is that better for you?
I would prefer the phantasmic manager because I
Yeah.
put that movie on the list.
First
I'm
of all,
sure Ethan knew that one. Yeah.
does Dustin have you to thank for putting that movie on the list?
He does. Dustin can thank or not thank me for putting Phantasm on the list.
And he
I
could
see.
probably not thank me also for putting the Untouchables on the list now after it came up twice for me. So.
Now I'm calling shenanigans, and I know there weren't any. Anyway, so the match. You got to win. You're back to 50-50. One more win, you'll be in the positive column. How you feeling about this match?
I'm feeling great. Obviously Dustin is really, really good, and was beating me at coming out of round two. I probably shouldn't have gone Oscars. Linklater. There's a lot of movies. I mean, obviously there are a lot that I love, but I just didn't know how deep Jake might get, because I know Jake loves them as well, and I think he was probably writing some of the questions, just speculating a little bit. But anyway, so I decided to go Oscars. Yeah, it was okay, but that was where Dustin was able to get the leg up on me. But this time, round three worked out in my favor. I got one of my favorite movies for both spins, and yeah, no, I'm happy to get the win for sure. Again, especially after how things went down last time, it feels I'm relieved to have been able to come back and win this one.
Ethan, any words?
Yeah, no, I mean Scott's a great player. I love watching him play. Dustin's also really good. It just came down to I knew Scott had studied these movies, so I knew that going into round three, if he could, if Dustin would miss one or two, then we had a solid chance of gaining those points back.
Yeah.
And fortunately, that is how it happened. And
I'll just and I'll add that Back to the Future question was tough. I just watched the movie this afternoon, and I remember that scene, but I was like, I'm not even going to write that down because it's way too complicated probably to be asked a question about. But hey, I learned a lesson there, I guess.
Well, now I think everyone watching this learned a lesson that nothing is too trivial in this trivia, especially in the deep cuts round. So you better study hard, pay attention to every detail. But yeah, you're back. You're back in the win column. Congratulations, and we'll see you again soon. Jake, final thoughts.
This was a really good match. I think both of these guys proved that they are really formidable. I think they were back and forth the whole time. I mean, Dustin was leading after round two, and he really proved that he was smart to take Brad Pitt. He did really well in that category. It just came down to round three, and just Scott was fortunate to get a movie that is one of his favorites. It's just the way the wheel happens sometimes for these matches, and I think Scott is one of my favorite people in this community. I look forward to seeing who he plays next, and I think Dustin showed that he absolutely deserves another match because he's also a fantastic player. But yeah, this was definitely this was one of the more exciting matches I think we've had to start the season.
Yeah, Dustin, I know is a tough player. He knocked me out of a tournament in another league, and so I've experienced firsthand how good he can be. Just sometimes you get those questions that just aren't in your wheelhouse. But yeah, great match, back and forth, loved it. Thanks everybody for watching, and we'll catch you again next time on Full Metal Trivia.